This is obviously an unfortunate situation, but you have a building on a main thoroughfare that is in danger of collapse.
Hattiesburg Mayor Toby Barker says city officials are doing what they need to protect their citizens.
Had our code enforcement manager, our fire marshal, our building official, and 2 different structural engineers take a look at it. And they both all concluded unanimously that this building was in danger of immediate collapse.
Starting Friday, roads surrounding the church will be closed.
Effective 7 p.m. Friday, we will be closing off a segment of North Main Street between East 5th and East 6th Street. This is obviously not ideal, but our priority is the safety of our citizens.
Hattiesburg Code Enforcement Manager Mark Jordan says the collapse zone is the real danger.
According to our fire marshal, the collapse zone would be 1.5 times the height of the building on either Main Street or 5th Street. So when we calculate that out, that puts it right in the debris path will be in the Main Street and also into East 5th Street.
Barker says the State Bank of Texas currently holds the church's mortgage, and they don't have any plans to allocate funding to repair the facility.
I think there's universal agreement between all stakeholders that building at the corner of East 5th and North Main Street has to come down.
So the city is taking every precaution necessary to ensure the safety of the citizens, not only the walking public and the traveling public, but also for the church members themselves.
The need for demolition.
3 different professional firms all agree that the church is in an imminent danger of collapse.
Met by calls to rebuild.
Are we going to destroy a church, a historical edifice that is a part of the national story, that's a part of Hattiesburg and Forrest County in the state of Mississippi, or are we going to preserve it?
Or just plain help?
That building is in a critical need. They know that to even have a hearing on stabilizing it. What are you going to stabilize?
Pastor Gabriel Bobbitt says the current condition is not Mount Carmel's fault.
Apologize to the city, the council, to the community that we've gotten to this point. It should never gotten to this point. But it didn't get to this point because Mount Carmel wanted to get to this point. It got to the point because the legal systems that didn't work in favor of Mt. Carmel for whatever reasons.
Engineers say it's unsafe, unstable, and could collapse at any moment, something church leaders were made aware of in April of last year. Code enforcement has issued citations, an official notice of violation, the issue brought to the environmental court.
May 22nd, the city and church officials met, and again, we agreed to demolish building B.
Stabilizing the building would cost around $2.6 million. A firm said that process would be difficult, if not impossible. To rebuild, over $7 million. Legally, the city has 2 options with private property. Demolition, that would cost over $500,000, or no action at all.
We need to open up the Main Street back to, travel to and from downtown. So we just need to look at the options and see, what is best for the citizens of Hattiesburg, and probably demolition is going to be the safest thing for them.
After almost 4 months of detours, there's good news for drivers heading into downtown Hattiesburg and neighbors who live around the construction site at Mt. Carmel Baptist Church. Our Melissa Egan has an update from Main Street tonight. Melissa.
Carrie, this has been a long process. It started in July. That's when the city put up these road close signs around Mt. Carmel Baptist Church because that building B, was deemed unsafe. But in the next couple days, these signs will be moved and traffic will be back to normal. Crews with M&M Services were laying sod on the now cleared property today, well ahead of the 45-day deadline for the demolition project, which started last month.
The company came in, they were very well experienced. They brought in proper equipment. The building was torn down within the reasonable time determined by the contract, and right now we are just finalizing the grounds.
This is what the building looked like this summer when engineers said it was unsafe, unstable, and could collapse at any moment, prompting the city to move forward with road closures and front the bill for the nearly $340,000 demo project. Rutland says contractors were able to save some items for the church.
They were able to salvage some bricks as requested, and they've been salvaged.
So drivers can expect to see this road closed sign and this road completely open straight through here on Main Street by Wednesday afternoon, especially by Wednesday at this time. As for 5th Street on that side of the church, that's expected to be reopened sometime next week. In Hattiesburg, Melissa Egan, WDAM 7 News.
The cleared property will remain with Mt Carmel Baptist Church, and we will be sure to update you when that road is open later this week.